Alright, gonna try to help you guys get this thing set up because obviously the instructions it comes with are poor. So if you've already installed this, you're probably at this point. And right now this meter is not accurate. So my amps are not accurate. I have to go through and recalibrate it. And I'll put the link up there a couple times and in the description so you can see how to do the calibration process. So as we go through the settings, this is your amp hour setting. So if you have a 100 amp hour battery, it would be 100. If it's a 200 amp hour battery like mine, you're going to set it up like shown. This is going to be your full charge volt. So basically when your battery is fully charged, you'll want to look at your specs and kind of see what it is. Mine's an AGM battery, so 12.9 is basically where that's at. And then your high charge alarm is basically if you don't want to fry your battery. So you don't want to charge that thing at 16 volts or something. You want to see what your specifications are and how high you can go because you don't want to overcharge things. And your low volt alarm, mine is at 12.1, and that gets me down to about, I think, just under that 50% marker or right above it. I forgot. I'll have to look again on my specs for my battery, but that's about 50% on a deep cycle battery. And then you have your high amp alarm here. So if you're drawing too many amps and you don't want to draw too much from your battery, which can also be damaging, you can set that parameter as well. And when you get back to this part of the menu, you basically have to sit there and wait for the thing to flash, and it'll circulate like twice. So you just have to sit here and wait. There's not really any way around it. So we'll wait for this guy. It should come back up to the main menu, and then we'll go through some more settings as far as our parameters. And there we go. So now you can see that your battery still doesn't show anything. It's not charged or nothing. It's still showing empty. So what we have to do is play with these buttons real quick. That top right button, you're going to press and hold that guy down for about 4 seconds. And we'll run through this at the end real quick again, just to show you the quick way of doing it. So boom, there's our 200 amp hours of power right there. And basically I'm at 13.1 volts because I did just unplug this from the charger. And that still needs to be calibrated. Again, watch the calibration video. And so now we have some other things we do want to reset. And the bottom one turns your light on and off. So, and you can see it even pulls out like 0.1 volts, which I'm kind of surprised, but it's probably because it's right at the meter. So you do have your watts there that's being used and your watt hours that you've consumed. So there are ways to reset this, and I'll kind of run you through this. It is, again, I'm trying to remember some of this as well, but if you press and hold the bottom right button, that resets your amperage. The thing is that now your meter is not calibrated correctly at all. So you don't want to press that button and do that because you might have lights on drawing power now, or your fire, basically the fire detector or your stereo. And so then that guy is going to be drawing amperage and you don't know it. So that's why you have to calibrate this thing when you're done. So I'm going to show you again real quick. We'll just kind of run through everything. The top right button, if you press and hold that guy 4 seconds, it's going to reset your amp hours. And you'll see this guy here in a second. Clear and 0. So now we do it again, 4 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we let go. Boom, back to 200 amp hours. So now we want to reset our watt hours. And that's just a 2-second hold on that top button. Press and hold, clear. And we'll do it again just to show you. Press and hold for about 2 seconds. Boom, clear. So there you go. Now this guy over here, when you press the clear button on your amp meter for clearing your amps, that's going to reset both of those. And here, I'll show you guys real quick. I'll turn on a light and I'm going to turn a fan on up here. And this is going to start drawing some power. Now again, this is not accurate. I still have to calibrate this. But once you get this thing calibrated, you don't want to press this button. Because then all of a sudden, now that I have the fan and the light on and I clear it, well, I'm still drawing power, but it's showing nothing. So that's about it for the setup of this thing. I hope you guys liked the video.